Hello, good day. This is Dr. Ahmed, and welcome to this video in a series of lessons that I've been sharing with us this year on how to achieve our goals. In this video, I'm going to be talking about something exciting. I'm going to be speaking specifically about academics, and I'm going to be talking about an idea that I think every child should learn even before they go to school. And yet, many students go through secondary school and university without actually never learning this idea. In a book that I just finished reading titled Cybernetics, Dr. MAXWELL said that this idea is the greatest revolutionary idea of the 19th century. It's about the self-concept. It's about the self-image. You see, you and I have an image of ourselves, and it is based on the information that we have of ourselves. Unfortunately, a lot of people have a lot of bad or wrong information about themselves, and so they have a very, very poor self-image. Okay? Now, most people do not realize that this self-image is actually what regulates all of our results. You know, I was in a seminar last year at a school, Ambassadors College, in Ogun State, Alta. And after the seminar, a teacher asked me a very pertinent question. He said that, "Sir, I have observed that students who are usually good in class usually just continue to get good grades, and students who are bad or who are not good in class usually just continue to get bad grades, and that this happens regardless of all of the effort that he has tried to change the student's results." And he said, "Is it really possible to actually help a child improve his results?" And of course the answer is yes, and the answer is complete in the idea of the self-concept. In his book, Cybernetics, Dr. MAXWELL explained clearly that a child will continue to get the result he's getting because that is the image he has of himself, and that in order to change a child's result, we need to first change that child's self-image. What exactly is cybernetics? I'll explain what cybernetics means. Cybernetics basically is the science of control and communications in some machines and some animals. For example, a thermostat in an iron is a cybernetic system. It's a system of control and communication. For example, if I turn on an iron, okay, and I set the temperature to about 75 degrees Celsius, what happens? The iron continues to increase in temperature. Okay, it goes from normal room temperature like 30 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius, and then 60, and then 70 degrees Celsius, and then 75 degrees Celsius. And what happens? It doesn't stop there. Okay, it continues again and continues to increase to 76 and 77, 78, and once it gets to maybe 79, the thermostat picks up or senses that there has been a deviation from the goal that was set, which was 75 degrees Celsius. And so the thermostat sends a message into the iron to turn off the heat so that the temperature can begin to fall back to the original goal. And so the iron goes off, and then temperature begins to reduce from 79 to 78 to 77, and then 76, and then 75. And then it doesn't stop, it continues to cool below that, and then it becomes 74, 73, and 72, and then the thermostat picks up that deviation again and sends a message back to the iron, tells the iron to switch itself back on so that it can attain that 75 and then continue to increase again. And then this process keeps happening, okay, throughout the ironing process, such that when you're ironing, you notice that the iron keeps turning itself on and off throughout the entire ironing process. This system of control and communication is what is called a cybernetic system. Okay, it controls results. It ensures that the result does not pass a particular point. Okay, all right. So you see this same cybernetic system also in a missile. You send a missile to destroy a target, and as you lock the missile, once the target changes position, okay, there's a message that the missile recognizes that deviation, and then it changes course because the goal has been changed, okay, until it hits the goal. So that continues to change throughout the process until the missile hits the target. Okay, now interestingly, the self-concept in a human being is also a cybernetic system. It regulates and ensures that a person's results does not ever pass a particular goal. Okay, so for example, a child goes to school and then he gets a particular result, and in that result is written there fail. Okay, and then the child uses that information to label himself that I am not good enough, I'm not bright enough. And that particular image or information that child has of himself sets a goal for the child, so that the child maybe has that as his self-concept. And so every effort or behavior of the child is regulated to ensure that result, because that is the image he holds of himself. Okay, and if a child will ever change results, we need to change that self-concept to something that is positive. Okay, something that is positive. So for example, a child has not changed his self-image, and then the teacher continues to force him to say, make sure that you don't go for break. You are grounded, sit down. They get a lesson teacher for the child. The teacher teaches him, trains him, does all that morning, afternoon, night. But what happens is that there's a small jump in the child's results, and the teacher feels, oh, I'm doing well, I'm beginning to actually drill this board. All those results are just temporary, because usually after a while the child's self-image will regulate the child's result back to what he thinks of himself. This happens whether the student is in secondary school or whether it's in university. Okay, so usually any temporary result that the child gets without changing the self-image is only temporary. If a person wants to change his result permanently, the person will need to first change his own self-image, self-concept. The teacher will have to, if you're a teacher, you have to change the child's self-concept, and if you're a student, you have to change your own self-concept before your result can also remain permanent in the new results you want to get. This is so important. People need to get this. Okay, the way you feel about yourself, the way you think about yourself is so important, and then that's the way you will change your result. It starts from the inside. So I'm going to talk about 3 ways in which you can change or help improve your self-concept. The first one is a daily confession, a daily positive confession about who you are. Okay, you say things like, I'm quick, I'm sharp, I'm bright, I'm smart, I'm good looking, I'm very rich, and I'm a major blessing. Okay, and then you say that I am the best of my kind, I am excellent, I am the excellent child of an excellent God, and you keep saying that. So if you are a teacher, you need to get your students to confess positively at all times. You need to make them say it again and again on a daily basis, because whatever it is you say to yourself, after a while, you will come to believe it, whether that statement is true or false. I've been confessing this for a long time, and it has changed my life completely. Okay, number 2 is to creatively visualize yourself as in that new result. Play it in your mind. Okay, you see yourself as the new person. Okay, imagine that the result has happened. Who will you call first? How will you celebrate it? And every time you have a little progress, make sure you celebrate it in the grand style you think you want to celebrate your new reality. Okay, this is very important. You have to be able to play your own future result in your mind. And the third one is to celebrate every little progress you have, every little progress you get. Okay, whether little progress in scores, little progress in results, in the way you think, maybe you acted a little smarter, celebrate it, talk about it, tell somebody, tell your teacher, tell your friends, tell the people who love you, tell your mentors, let them know you're making progress, and celebrate yourself. Buy something for yourself, give yourself things, take yourself out. Okay, and just celebrate every little progress, and keep saying things like, in every way, in every day, I'm getting better and better, I'm getting wiser and wiser, getting smarter and smarter. And the more you keep doing this, the more your self-concept changes. And once your self-concept changes, the results will change. Because one of the things you would realize in a child when the self-concept changes is the attitude. The person develops a positive learning attitude, and once the child develops a positive learning attitude, the future of that child is almost guaranteed. And this is so important, you need to understand it. So, number one, you need to make daily confessions, positive confessions. Number two, you need to ensure you visualize yourself the new person that you want to be all the time. Talk about it, think about it. And the third one, celebrate every little progress that you make, okay, for that new reality you want to attain. That's how results are changed. Try to change it from outside will get you nowhere. You have to change it from inside. You have to change the child's self-concept or change your self-concept before your results will follow suit. Okay, so just a short video to help you understand a key idea in changing results, so that you will not go through a lot of struggles that people go through. So I hope this video has been a blessing to you. I'm going to be seeing you in another video, and I'll see you at the top of the topmost top. Thank you. God bless you.